Yesterday we started about OOPS concepts. Just what is the concept of OOPS? OOPS is nothing but object oriented programming system. In this OOPS we have some of the principles: method, class, data, object, data hiding, data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Like this, these are the concepts are called OOPS concepts. Here we are discussing today what is a method. We are discussing about method. Method is nothing but a function only. It is a function. It is a function is used to execute set of statements. Set of statements. It is contains written statement. It is contain a written statement. What is the syntax to create a method? What is the syntax to create a method? If you want to create the method, syntax is nothing but access specifier, return value, method name. Now argument 1, argument 2, like this, argument n. In this business logic, that business logic is nothing but statement 1, statement 2, like this, multiple statements we are creating in this method. So whenever we are writing a method, here for the method we are providing the braces. Here these are the arguments are optional if you want to provide, otherwise no need to provide. Here open curly braces and close the curly braces. Whenever you are writing a method, opening and closing curly braces, in the middle we are writing the business logic. What is the business logic? Whatever statements you want to execute, whatever logic you need to write, that logics we are providing inside this method only. Whenever we are writing a method, here opening and closing, and after that open the curly braces and close the curly braces, and in this we are writing your logic. So I'm writing one small method. So example for that one method, how to write the my method. Here public void wish. I'm writing one method is wish. In this wish method, system.debug of welcome to Salesforce. I'm creating one method is created here, public void wish method. In the wish method, system.debug of welcome to Salesforce. Like this, I provided this is a method. Now I provided this is a method is provided. The return type of the method is nothing but void is a return type of method. So what is the public, what is the void, and what is the wish? Here public is nothing but it is an access specifier. If you want to restrict data to some levels, then we are using access specifiers we are using. Public is the access specifier. It is used to restrict the data, provide the security to your code. And void is a return statement. It doesn't return any value. Void means it cannot return any value, just it is a executing set of statements. Whatever statements you return inside method, those statements it is executing, it doesn't return any return values. And what is the wish method? What is a wish method? Wish is a method name. By using this wish method name, we are executing some set of statements. System is the one predefined class in the Salesforce. That class is given one method. Method name is debug is the method. This debug method is used to print the output statements. If you want to print the output statement in the Salesforce, how to print? By using system.debug. This is a log messages. If you want to print the log messages, then we are using system.debug messages. In the Java C language, in the C language, we have one statement, that is printf is a statement. This is output statement in the C language. In the Java language, in the Java language, system.out.println. This is output statement in the Java. Now in the Apex programming, system.apex language. In the Apex language, system.debug. This is a statement. It is used to print the outputs. So if you want to monitor your code, or if you want to debug your code, where how many lines of code is executed, where we are find out the errors, just if you want to identify, then we are using system.debug. Or if you want to print any outputs, then we are using system.output debug statements we are using. So to print the output here, we are using system.debug. What is the public? Public is nothing but the access specifier. By using this access specifier, we can restrict the data within the now organization level. There is a private, public, and one more is a global we are using. So maximum 90% code we are using with the public only. So within the organization level only we are using. If you want to access outside organization, that is in the integration part, then we are using global keyword. I will explain that one later. Now this is one method we created. What is a void? Just it is simply executing, but after execution it cannot return any return statements, only the outputs only we are getting. Now if you want to write the one more method with return statements. So here return statements are two types of return statements. Return values are two types. What are the two types? One is void return type, and second one is non-void. Except void anything return type. Except void anything, it is nothing but a non-void return types only. Except void anything, it is nothing but a non-void return types only. One is a void and one more is a non-void return types. Void return types are doesn't return anything, but whenever we are using the non-void return types, it is return some value. For the void means it is not written any value, but whenever we are using, it returns some value. Whatever value is required, that value is returns. And you must use a return keyword. What is the keyword we are using for the return non-void type? Return is a statement for that. We are using So return keyword we are using. Except void, everything is considered as a non-void only. For the non-void, we are taking primitive data types, reference data types, anything you can use it. Suppose I'm creating here one method is creating. That method name public wish is a method I'm creating. Otherwise, add is a method I'm creating. In that integer A, integer B. Here return value, return A plus B. So A value, B value I'm passing, and here A plus B the value we are getting. Now A equal to 10, B equal to 20. What is the A plus B value? 30. A plus B value is 30. What is the return type of value? 30. The 30 return type of value is nothing but integer only. Integer only. What is the 30 value? 30 value is nothing but the return value is integer type of value. We are passing the value integer type of value, so that is the reason here we are return value we are calculating here for the return statement. What type of data you are using, that is nothing but the return statement we are providing. In this case, I required return value is integer is the return value is required. Suppose I'm writing one more method. I'm writing this method like I'm creating public withdraw is the method name. Decimal amount, decimal amount. Now small condition I'm writing, if amount is greater than or equals to 2000, then return approved, else return rejected, else return rejected. Here I'm passing some amount value, based on the amount value whether the value is approved or rejected. The value is approved or rejected, we are getting the output. So here I'm using amount equal to 1500, 1500 only I'm passing. 1500 is greater than or equal to 2000. I'm comparing. 1500 is greater than 2000. No, it is not equals to 2000 also. It is less than 2000. So in this case, the output is executing rejected. If the condition is satisfied, then it is executing return value 200 approved. If the condition is not satisfied, then it is executing some output. This is the return value is executing. In this case, amount equal to, so based on the amount value whether it is approved or rejected. Suppose 2500 or 3500, in that case approved. So this value is nothing but approved. Previous this value is nothing but rejected. Approved or rejected, what type of data here? The type of data is nothing but approved or rejected. It is a string type of data. In this case, we are expecting string is the output. Previous we expected integer is the output, but now we are expecting string is the output we are expecting. String is the output we are expecting. We are expecting integer type of value or string type of values we are expecting, or any type of data you can expect, whether it is account type or contact type or customer type. You can expect any type of data. You can write the any type of written values, you can use it. So this is nothing but a method. What is a method? A method is a function. It is used to execute set of statements. In this we are writing some of the statements. Here also we written one statement is written. So maybe one statement or more than one statements also you are written. So this is nothing but a some method. What is a method? A method is used to execute a set of statements. Clear for all? What is a class? What is a class? I will give you a small example, general example. If you want to construct one building, then first we are creating one plan is designing. In that plan, how many rooms are required, how many windows, like this, everything we are designing inside your plan. What is a plan? A plan is nothing but a just only idea. Is it existing? Plan is existing? No, it is not existing plan. Plan is nothing but a one idea. When it is existing, whenever we are constructing your building, then only your plan is implementing. Whenever we are implementing your plan, that is nothing but whenever we are constructing, then only building is existing. The similar way here, class, what is a class, what is the object? Class is nothing but just an idea to create one object. Class is contains logics contains. What is contains? A class is contain logics only, it is contain. Whenever you are assigning some memory, at the time of assignment, what are the logics you need to execute, what are the objects you need to create, or what are the methods you need to call, what are the variables is required, how much memory is required, everything it is designed inside a class. Class is nothing but a blueprint of the object, or class is nothing but an idea to create an object. Just it is a user defined data types. If you want to create your own data types, then we are using classes we are creating. So class is not physical component, it is a logical component. Class is not a physical component, it is a logical component. What is a class? Class is a logical component and object is a physical component. Whenever we are assigning some memory, at the time of assignment, the object is existing, and through that we can get the values. The values are existing at the time of object execution time. Object is nothing but a physical component. Class is nothing but a logical component. So class is similar to plan. Object is similar to building construction. Original building. Just like one example, flower and rose. In these two, which is class, which is object? Flower is a class. Flower is nothing but a similar to class. It is a only idea. Flower is not existing thing, only idea. But rose is nothing but it is the object. It is a really existing thing. So what is a class means here? A class is a logical component. Class is a logical component, or we can say it is an idea to create an object. Now, or it is a collection of variables and methods. Collection of variables and methods. Or it is an user defined data type. It is an user defined data type. What is a class? A class is a logical component, or class is an idea to create an object, or it is a collection of variables and methods, or it is an user defined data type. We can say different definitions for the class. Syntax, how to create the class. For that, syntax. What is the syntax to create a class? Now the syntax is, in general, in the Java or .NET or any place, just we are defining access specified class name. We are using class name. So class is the keyword. Class is a keyword. By using class keyword, we are creating classes. But in the Apex programming, we are using one more keyword, two more keywords, that is with or without sharing. With or without sharing. What is a with or without sharings? Do you want to apply sharing rules, OWD sharing rules for your class, or no need to use the OWD and sharing rules? If I use the with sharing, then it is follow the sharing rules. Whatever objects you are creating, whatever accessibility is there, those accessibilities also here also it is applying by using that is sharing rules. If it is without, then it cannot follow the sharing rule. Directly it is axing based on the your logics only, based on the access specifiers only it is executing. So with or without sharing rules, this is only for Apex programming only provided this type of keywords, but in the Java or .NET there is no keywords for this like this. And here variables, some methods, variables and some methods we are using in this area. Here how to create the class. I'm creating class example. I'm creating class for this example. Here class student, class student, string name equal to Ramesh or Rajendra, Rajesh, integer number equal to 1001, void read is a function name, system dot debug of reading So this is the way we created. Some class is created here, class is created here, class student is a my class name. Now whenever I am creating like this, this is equivalent to this code in the backend. This class is by default private class only. What type of class? Your class is by default private class and without sharing. Whenever we are using, class is by default private and it is following without sharing only. And variables, whenever we are defining any variable, is by default it is a private variable, and private variables, it is a private variable, and methods also, any method we are defining, that method is also private methods only. Methods, variables, classes, by default it is a private only, and the class is also without sharing. It cannot follow the sharing rules. Without sharing rules it is executing. So if I define a class like this class is equivalent to this class in the backend. This class in the backend, this code is similar to this is a code in the backend code. Whenever we are defining, this class is equivalent to this class in the backend. So whenever we are creating a class, that class is without sharing rules following, and it is a private class. The variables also private variables, methods also private methods. It is creating like this. Suppose if you want to create with the public, can I create? Yes, you can create your required properties. Public class student, can I create? Yes. In this I am defining public string name equal to Rajesh. Now private integer, can I define like this? Yes. Without also you can define, or with private also you can define. Number equal to 1001. So if I am not provided, by default it is private. If I provided also, it is takes the private only. Some methods I am providing. Here public void read is a method. This method I am defining system dot debug of reading, some reading. And one more method I am providing, private void write method, system dot debug of writing. I am providing methods with different signatures, with private or public we are providing. Suppose if I am not provided here anything, what is treated? It is a private variable only. If I am not providing, then it is treated as a private variables only. Can I define my class as like this? Yes, you can define your classes. Can I provide some methods private, some methods public like this? Yes, you can provide whatever methods you require, those methods you can define, required type you can define. This is the way we are creating your classes. I am creating one more class, public class hello world. In this class I am providing public void wish is a method. Can I provide without variables? Yes. Now system.debug of welcome to Salesforce. Can I create? Yes, you can create your Apex classes like this. Here whenever we are writing Apex programming, predefined class, this is a predefined class. If you want to write capital letter or small letter, it is accepting. In the Salesforce Apex programming, it is a case insensitive. That means small letters are in the capital letters also it is accepting. But in the Java or .NET programming or C++ or C language, these are the languages cannot accept small letters to capital letter or capital letters to small letters. If it is a small letter, you can write the small letter only. If it is a capital letter, you can provide the capital letters only. Java is a case sensitive. Apex programming is case insensitive. You can write small letters, capital letters, it is accepting. So because it is a case insensitive. Clear? So you can create your classes like this. Any number of classes you can create. You can call the classes here. Suppose I'm creating some class, public class calculator apex or calculator controller. Can I write? You can write it any name, or calculator only, apex only you can write, or calculate only you can take it. Anything it is accepting. You can take the test also, it is accepting. Now one method I am taking, public integer add is a function, integer a comma integer b. Whatever values were passing from the outside, those values were storing into a variable and b variable. Those are the reference variables or identifiers, or we can say that is nothing but a variables. So here return value a plus b. For this I required some logic a plus b. The similar way I am creating one more method, public integer product or multiply integer a integer b, return return a star b. So into b. Logics based on your requirement, you can write the define the logics like this. Based on your requirement, you can write the logics. So this is the way you can create your classes here. Whatever classes you require, those classes you can define. Now what is the object? What is the object? Now object is nothing but a physical component. It is a or it is an instance of a class. It is an instance of a class, or you can say it is a physical component. What is the object? Object is nothing but a physical component. It is an instance of a class. It is a physical component. Object is nothing but a physical component, or it is really existing thing. It is a really existing thing. What is the object? Object is nothing but the really existing thing. How to create the object? Syntax to create an object. For that, class name, variable name, or object name equal to new class name. New class name. So if you want to create an object, how to create a class name, variable name equal to new class name we are providing. So example how to creating. I'm creating student std equal to new student. What is we are providing? Student std equal to new student. Here this student is called a reference name or a reference type. Std is a variable name, new is a keyword, and what is this student? Now this is called a reference type. Your class is a student is called left side. Whenever we are defining that, left side is called reference type, and this right side, okay, this is called reference name or variable name or object name. We can say the variable names or a reference name or a object name or identifier name, like this. This is a keyword. By using new keyword, it is creating object in the memory. What is the new? New is the keyword. Using this new keyword, it is creating object in the memory. It is creating object in the memory. And this student along with this parenthesis is called constructor. What is this? This is called constructor. Using this we can create the object in the backend. It is creating, it is assigning some memory by using the new keyword. So whenever we are creating in the memory, there is some memory location. In the memory location, some address, it is creating one object is creating. What is creating? One object is creating. What is the name of this object? std. It is referred to your object. In the memory, some address location it is referring. Through that address location we can identify. Simply I am writing std equal to like this. What is the object name? Your object name is student is the object name. In the student object, some properties, name equal to Rajesh, or name equal to Rajesh, and number equal to 1001, and read is a method, some write is a method. Write is a method. These are the things are available in your student class. One object is creating, in this object it is available. This is some memory. In the memory it is available. If you want to call the name, or if you want to call the number, or if you want to call the methods, how to call the these properties in your class? Whatever properties are there, these properties say how to call. If you want to call, then we can call these properties by using object name dot variable name or method property name variable name dot property names we are calling. This is the syntax we are calling. For example, if you want to call name, how to call the name? object name is std. Std dot name or std dot number, std dot read method, are calling std dot write method. We are calling the methods like this. If you want to call the properties, then we are using std dot those properties we are calling. Std is the nothing but a reference name. By using this reference, we are identifying those properties wherever it is required. There we are calling these properties. So programmatically, if you want to write, we are using object creation. I will explain this is once again completely in the middle, not now. Just generally, student std equal to new student. This is you can remember. That's all. You can remember like this. Why we are calling all these names, you can understand in the middle, not now. Okay. This is nothing but Apex classes. What is a method? A method is nothing but a function. It is used to execute a set of statements. Methods are contain written statements. Methods are two types. One is a non-void type. One is a void written type. Void means it is not written any value, but whenever we are using the non-void, it is written some value. Now, if you want to create a class, what is a class? A class is nothing but a idea to create an object, or it is a combination of properties and actions. That is nothing but variables and methods. A class is a combination of variables and methods, and a class is a user defined data type, or it is a logical component. You can say any definition. If you want to create a class, the syntax to create a class access specifier with or without sharing rules, and class name, just variables and methods you can define. Like this you can define the classes. And what is the object? It is an instance of a class. In the instant moment, in the particular time, the values are applying in the memory. So that is nothing but instance of a class, or it is a physical component, or it is a and really existing thing is nothing but the object. We are creating object by using class name, variable name equal to new class name. So this is the way we are creating classes. If you want to access any properties, your class properties, then we are creating the object. After creating object only we can access. So how to access? Object name dot now variable names or method names we are accessing properties. Just it is nothing but a properties. This is nothing but the classes. How to create the classes in the Apex programming, I will show you in the next session. Clear for all? Okay.